If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe, and you'll be able to access the videos, new videos that we put out on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Today I'm going to give you one of the most exciting results from our wellness practice of Planet Wellness. This lady presented to us with an amazing problem. She had been bleeding from the private parts. She'd been bleeding for over 18 months, constant bleeding, large amounts of blood, right? And she was scared. She was in her late 40s and she was always bleeding, and so much so, she was going between 6 and to 8 large sanitary pads to try and squelch the blood. And it was very expensive, very messy, very scary. Now, she'd been to many doctors and they tried the drugs, they tried all kinds of different drugs, didn't work. They eventually put a coil inside private parts and the body rejected it, kicked it out and made it worse. And she was bleeding, kept bleeding day and night. So to wake up at night, during the day she couldn't work, and she was in a very, very scared state. So we took her in the practice, photographed her eyes, just like in this picture like that. We photographed her eyes, and we were able to pinpoint 6 different problems inside the body that was causing the weakness in the blood area and the bleeding. And so we said to her, look, you need to take our advice, you need to follow the protocols that we're going to give you, and within about 3 weeks you should get some results, right? And so she was a good patient, she listened. And I said, don't go back to the drugs, you can still use the sanitary pad until it stops bleeding, but don't listen to doctors by you keeping using sanitary pad, because that's not fixing the problem. So we're going to show you how to fix the problem, you follow the advice and away you go, right? So we give her this really strong quality protocol, what breakfast to eat, what lunch to eat, what dinner to eat. We put on the detoxifying program, and within about a week and a half, the bleeding, after 18 months of constant 24-hour bleeding and using so many sanitary pads, after all that time, 1 week and a half, it cleared. The bleeding stopped completely. She was amazed. Imagine that, imagine being a woman of that age and bleeding constantly for 18 months, you'd be scared. Anyway, she was so delighted, she rang us up and she said, look, the bleeding has stopped, I can't believe it. She said, it's only taken a week and a half. I've been all these doctors 18 months and nobody could fix it, but you guys fixed it. I said, yes, and then she followed through. And 3 weeks later, amazingly, the bleeding started again. So she rang me and I said, look, I think what's happened is that it's your body is now readjusting to your actual menstrual cycle. So I said, don't worry about it. Keep taking the supplements, keep doing the detoxification program. And in about 3 or 4 days, it should be like, it's probably your period, your menstrual cycle restarting again. Guess what? She took the advice, followed through. 3 days later, the bleeding stopped. So the body was then, after all this trauma for 18 months, was now adjusting to the real menstrual cycle. So it then stopped after 3 days and 3 nights, completely stopped. So she was amazed. Anyway, from that point on, it's now been about 6 weeks. From that point on, she's completely back to normal, right? And her skin's improved, her hair's improved, her mood's improved. She's no longer scared. She sleeps like a log. And she was so amazed. She gave us a 5-star protocol of appreciation to acknowledge that we helped her so much. So if you do like this video, Press the like button, subscribe to it, and you'll get some amazing advice on the videos that we're sending to you on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.